On Christmas Eve, an old watchman worked at an abandoned train station where no trains had arrived for years. He lived alone and had grown used to spending holidays without joy. That night, he lit his only candle to bring a little light to the cold, empty room. Suddenly the door opened, and a young woman with a child walked in. "Excuse me," she said softly. "My son is freezing and we've lost our way." The watchman hesitated. His candle was almost burned out, and he had barely enough food or firewood left to keep himself warm. But looking at the child, he said, "You can stay here to warm up." He gave them his only blanket, the last pieces of bread and some water. The woman thanked him, and strangely, the candle seemed to burn longer than it should have. The next morning, the watchman woke to a strange light. He looked out the window and couldn't believe his eyes. A train was at the station, a place where no train had arrived for years. People bustled around, carrying gifts, food and firewood. "What's happening?" the watchman asked one of the men. "We heard about the watchman who gave everything he had to strangers. We want to make sure that Christmas light never goes out," the man replied. From that day on, the station came back to life, and the watchman realized, one small flame can light up the world if it's kindled with love. The light of Christmas is in the acts of kindness that change lives. Share this story, subscribe, and leave a 100 in the comments if you believe in miracles.